Total Access NGA Show 2013 is brought to you by Hillshire Brands Company.
Hillshire Brands Company, a leader in meat-centric food solutions for both the retail and food service markets.
Hello and welcome to Supermarket News Total Access. The independent retail community is gathering in Las Vegas for the 2013 NGA Show, and we're taking an insider's look through interviews with conference speakers and other industry leaders. I'm David Orgel, Editor-in-Chief of Supermarket News, and with me is Phil Lempert, the supermarket guru.
Thanks, David. And with us is Lisa Walsh, Vice President, PepsiCo Sales. Lisa, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Now, you and PepsiCo have been very involved with NGA's Executive Leadership Development Program. Tell us a little bit about this program and, frankly, why you're so involved.
At PepsiCo, we are all about putting people first, because without great people to drive the industry, we wouldn't all be in business. So when we had the opportunity to partner up with NGA and Cornell to develop a leadership program, we jumped at it. We feel that it is incredibly important to develop future leaders who can acclimate to a lot of the change that's occurring in the socioeconomic environment, as well as all the change that's occurring with consumers and shoppers. So the Executive Development Leadership Program is making its milestone 10th year anniversary this year, which we're really excited about. 10 years of anything demonstrates a huge amount of longevity and value add. The program actually enables up-and-coming leaders in the independent and wholesale sectors to attend an in-depth 5-day session with both academic and industry executives, learning everything from how to be better leaders in their organizations to critical thinking skills to strategic planning, as well as getting a personalized assessment of their leadership style that they can then action plan around. So again, PepsiCo, it couldn't be more excited to mark this great milestone and to be a key driver of developing future leaders in our industry.
Lisa, at the NGA Show, you're speaking in a session called Making the Transition from Manager to Leader. I love that title. Can you tell us a bit about that session, what the message is, and also the implications for the industry?
Absolutely. So, I'm actually borrowing off of some language that Harvard Business Review did an article around, which talked about going from a manager to a leader. And what I'm going to do is kind of retranslate some of those themes to be applicable to the things that we face day in and day out in our particular industry. So there's a lot of people who have the opportunity to manage, but very few are able to then take the next step and move into a real leadership role. So I'll be talking about what it takes to make that move. Things like moving from attending or participating in things to really taking a leadership role and being willing to put yourself out there in the forefront. Rather than being an incredible executor of a plan, how do you then become the one who actually creates and drives the plan and gets alignment on a plan? How do you, as a role model, as a leader, demonstrate composure, demonstrate a willingness to be able to handle stressful situations, become a diplomat versus, reacting to something, and even things like showing the people on your teams a way to achieve balance in your life. Because the best leaders are not the ones who work the most hours. The best leaders have a sense of well-being that they can apply back to their executive roles and be effective in driving the business and having a personal life outside of work.
Now, Lisa, with PepsiCo, you're dealing with the largest stores in the world and the smallest stores in the world. Give me some insight into how PepsiCo works with the independent grocer and what could be done to further enhance this relationship.
Sure, Phil. Well, the consumer today has more choice than ever as to where they want to shop and where they want to buy products like ours. And it's really important that we understand the differences in how those consumers make those decisions. So for PepsiCo, we are all about delivering sustainable growth with our retail partners. And that is the smallest mom and pop shop all the way up to national scope retailers. And the way we do that is by leveraging some of our expertise around insights, So really understanding locally what the consumer and the shopper are doing with a particular retailer, driving our innovation so that some of the things that we create are getting to the right stores that make sense for that particular shopper and that right demographic. And also leveraging our go-to-market systems. We have one of the largest DSD networks in the world. So our ability to have our direct store delivery personnel in the store, working with the store managers to really highlight opportunities and develop some unique programming is a cornerstone of how we're going after growth. We can't do it without the independents. They are entrenched in their communities. They know their shoppers like no one else. And it's another avenue for us to be able to connect with our shoppers in a different way. And in a way that we both win, both the independent retailer, PepsiCo, and the shopper.
Well, thanks, Lisa. That certainly makes sense. It's certainly the way I've always viewed the independent community. So thanks for taking the time to share with us all your valuable insights.
Absolutely. And, again, we congratulate the 300 plus attendees who have been part of the Executive Leadership Development Program. We hope for 300 more going forward and really wish much success to NGA as they embark upon their show this year as well.
Okay, great. Well, be sure to visit supermarketnews.com for more on the 2013 NGA show and to see more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.
Total Access NGA Show 2013 is brought to you by Hilscher Brands Company.